Good evening. My name is Jasmine DeSalle, and I am about to display my digital portfolio. And I'll just start with the first image that I have here, or the first file. So the first file that I have here is a link to my YouTube innovative tool. So okay, so the innovative tool that I had chosen to record was a tool called Remind. And with this Remind app, it is a communicative tool for parents to communicate with with teachers. And this is a great way to make sure parents are aware of anything that's going on at school, in class. Daily reminders can be sent out, weekly announcements, daily announcements, individual messages to parents in regard to their individual child. It's a very easy site to set up. It's very user friendly. You can add parents as students come in, new students come in during the year. You can remove parents if their child happens to unenroll in the school. You can set up attachments and all kinds of information you can give out. It's a great source to communicate with parents effectively. All right, heading back over to the Wix site. So that was my innovative tool. Next, I want to share my personality test reflection, which was a part of the coaching, the personal reflection before we actually had gotten into the deep into the class. And this was kind of like the beginning, just to kind of figure out who we were as coaches, as people, because just kind of knowing or being familiar with our personality and what kinds of things to look out for when we are coaches, when we become coaches, and having to deal with different personalities and things like that, just knowing what to look out for. And so I'll just read a little bit of mine. So I say, according to Maya Briggs, I am considered introverted, intuitive, thinking, judging, which states that such individuals are decisive and very specific in nature. It says that with this confidence, we can sometimes be mistaken for arrogance. And so what I said was this type of individual knows, well, the test says that this type of individual knows what they know, and also they know what they don't know. But what I took from that is that I said I would have to make sure, because it says that these individuals are straightforward and blunt. Well, that was my words, but basically that's what the test was saying, the site was saying. So um, what I said that was that I can be straight to the point most of the time, especially the purpose of the interaction is to complete a task, given important information or to accomplish a particular objective. So with that being said, I would have to make it a point to be more personable sometimes and friendlier to those who are just getting to know me in an effort not to be offensive, because that would not be good for a coach. All right. And then the next, the last document that I am going to pull up is the collegiate coaching. So, of course, this is the document at the very end, at the conclusion of the program, the coaching program. This is my findings from my study, and I will just read. I'll read the abstract very beginning and then I'll read the very end. So the purpose of this study is to analyze the impact of collegial coaching as it relates to an educator's level of competence when integrating technology into the classroom. The study was conducted amongst two sixth grade classrooms. Specifically, there were two English and language arts classrooms which were both medium-sized classrooms in a Title I state-funded school. Basically, I collected data from these two teachers who had different backgrounds in terms of their experience and their comfortability or experience even with technology. And so they were based their course um, in projects were based on that, because we also always need a basis to know where our students or trainees are in order to know what they needed. So these two trainees starting out with different backgrounds and different levels of comfortability with technology required different courses and different routes. So they had two different routes. So in the end, even though they had different backgrounds, we pretty much came up with a consensus that they had similar results. So in the end, I said that the results of the study shows that collegiate peer coaching has a positive impact, although they had very different backgrounds and levels of comfortability with the technology. I was still able to see positive impact on both ends. So it says that collegiate peer coaching has a positive impact on educators' level of competence when integrating technology into the classroom. As stated earlier, participant one stated, they had different backgrounds, as I said. So I kind of scroll down a little bit. It says it tells us that one of the ladies have more confidence. She had more confidence in the end. Both of them did, actually. So in the very end, although the program will take some time to develop and implement, depending on the feasibility and needs of the district, it is definitely worth the investment. It yields highly effective and proven results for ensuring that teachers are adequately trained and skilled to provide the kind of innovative learning that is required for students to function in today's society. It is the only way for educational institutions to hold themselves accountable when carrying out one of the most